Good evening. You are watching News Mongolia on MNB World. I'm your host, Jugdur Gambold. And for our top stories for today. Foreign Affairs Minister's visit to Turkey leads to signing of cooperation agreements. Agreement on air communications between the governments of Mongolia and Qatar was signed. More than 2,500 women work at the Oyu Tolgoi underground mining project. For other news, stay tuned. The Minister of Road and Transport Development of Mongolia, His Excellency Bimtsog Sandang and His Excellency Minister Jassim bin Saif bin Ahmed Al Solaiti signed an agreement on air communications between the governments of Mongolia and Qatar. The agreement was signed on March 7, 2023, and is expected to further enhance the cooperation between the two countries.
The signing of the agreement comes after the announcement of the new direct flight between Mongolia and Qatar. The agreement will provide a legal framework for the operation of the direct flight route and will further enhance the cooperation between the two countries in the field of air transportation. The agreement covers various aspects of air communication between Mongolia and Qatar, including the rights of airlines to operate flights between the two countries, safety and security standards, and the exchange of technical and operational information. It also provides for the establishment of a joint committee to monitor and evaluate the implementation of this agreement. Speaking at the signing ceremony, Minister Bimtsog Sandang stated that the agreement would provide a strong foundation for the further development of air transportation between Mongolia and Qatar. He emphasized the importance of air transportation in facilitating trade, tourism, and people-to-people exchanges between the two countries.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and Qatar. As the Minister of Road and Transport Development of Mongolia, I am representing the Mongolian government, as Mongolia and Qatar are signing an agreement on air communications. This agreement was first discussed back in 2014, and after 9 years this agreement is finally being signed. It provides an opportunity to make direct flights between Ulaanbaatar and Doha. This will provide an opportunity to have cheaper and faster opportunities to travel to Qatar, the Middle East, as well as Africa. It will facilitate tourism for both countries and will provide opportunities to export meat to Middle Eastern countries.
His Excellency Mr. Jassim bin Saif bin Ahmed Al Solaiti in turn expressed his satisfaction with the signing of the agreement, stating that it would further strengthen the cooperation between the two countries in various fields. The signing of the agreement marks yet another significant step towards strengthening the ties between Mongolia and Qatar, and it is expected to provide a further boost to trade, tourism, as well as people-to-people exchanges between the two nations.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Batsitsig, held official talks with Turkey's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mevlut Çavuşoğlu, during her official visit to Turkey from March 13 to 14. The ministers later presented the official outcomes of their talks during a press conference on March 14.
During the conference, Minister Batsitsig expressed her gratitude for the warm welcome and hospitality extended to her and offered her condolences regarding the recent devastating earthquakes in Turkey's southeastern provinces. She also reaffirmed Mongolia's support and solidarity with Turkey. The talks covered several important issues related to bilateral, regional, and international relations, and both parties agreed to upgrade their current comprehensive partnership to a strategic partnership. They also agreed to continue mutual high-level visits leading up to the 55th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries. On the sidelines of the talks, Minister Batsitsig and Minister Çavuşoğlu signed a memorandum of understanding on cooperating in diplomatic ceremony, which will strengthen cooperation between the two countries' ministries of foreign affairs.
There are more than 2,500 women working at the Oyu Tolgoi underground mining project. In our next report, we want to highlight a senior officer of the crosscut team of the underground mine.
This is Namjilma. She's an electronic engineer and currently she's in charge of 1,500 staff working in the underground mining area. I'm in charge of the team that works on creating underground tunnels. I have been working for 14 years at the Oyu Tolgoi mine. I feel very proud of being involved in this major development project. Until recently, female workers were not allowed to work in the underground mining sites. In 2016, amendments were made to the law, allowing women to compete in the work sector that were predominantly occupied by men and tackle the stereotypes. Since the law amendment was adopted in 2016, women are successfully working at the underground mining project. For example, the largest underground mining truck is operated by a female operator. 12% of underground mining workers are female staff. In the future, a lot of projects will be implemented that are specifically aimed at supporting female staff. The underground mine project involves more than 14,000 workers and staff.
Everyone's contribution to the project was crucial. Everyone was involved, including transport and logistics, electricity, construction, open-pit mining site workers, and so forth. Thanks to this project, Mongolia will become one of the major stakeholders in mining industry. We are preparing highly qualified engineers and well-trained mining employees thanks to this project.
On an annual basis, Oyu Tolgoi is expected to produce an average of 500,000 tons of copper from both the open pit and underground mine from 2028 through to 2036, enough to produce around 6 million electrical vehicles annually.
Now please take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by the Central Bank of Mongolia. Here comes a weather forecast for the world's major cities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying tuned. We'll see you next time with more news and updates. Have a nice day.